and welcome outside of our house. Watch your step, the stairs are a bit uneven. So where we're standing right now is our courtyard. This is pretty standard for any Tanzanian home to have. In fact, people typically don't even use the front door. They will open the courtyard door and come in the back door, and that's kind of how people tend to get in and out of the house. We prefer to keep this area as private as possible. So all of our water for cooking, cleaning, showering, and flushing the toilet, which we will get to later, is collected in this bin here. We get water that comes down from the gutter when it rains, but we also have school children bringing us water during the day, which comes in these buckets. You can see over here my first attempt at a garden. It was doing okay for a while, then it wasn't. Then some chickens got in and tore it up. So I'll be trying again at some point soon. I just don't really have the spirit to continue it at the moment. So just about everybody back in the U.S., I imagine, is wondering about the bathroom. So let's take a look at the bathroom. So a bathroom is called a choo here in Tanzania, and as you can see, it's a hole in the ground, but it's quite a fancy hole in the ground. It's got porcelain around it, and in order to flush, we have a cup and some water, and that's kind of how we rinse everything down. It's a really basic septic system. We've hung up our towels and washcloths over here, and a really good $10 investment was this solar shower. We hang it outside during the day so it gets a little bit of heat, and I actually usually add some hot water to it, and water comes out this nozzle. Great investment, because otherwise you're heating up some water in a bucket like this and kind of pouring it all over yourself. These two rooms we've been using for storage. Now, we don't really need to go in either of these rooms. They're storage rooms after all. But Tanzanians will typically use these rooms as their kitchens. Our neighbors actually thought it was a little strange that we have our kitchen inside, but that's something that Americans do, and that's something that we prefer to keep. That's a tradition that we prefer to keep. Other than that, we just have our laundry line. We've all seen a laundry line before, but we kind of had to mount this one to the wall ourselves and buy the laundry line. We also got some nice fancy clothespins brought to us from my mother in the U.S. And they hold up quite a bit better than the little plastic ones we can buy at the market. And that, my friends, is our home, inside and out. You get to stop.
No, it's fine. I can cut the end of the video, I think.